Man, y'all know who it is. Y'all know it's me and old Pop. We over here on the couch, man. Y'all know us, man. It's a men's channel. We got to bring it. Now, we live in a modern society, right? And in the society that we live in a world where they want to forget men, they want to forget our roles, they want to forget our place, right? So now we got less males in schools. We got less males doing a whole lot of things. Me and Pop gonna start this little series and we gonna break it down off certain subjects. We want to point out how feminists today, and how it has failed kids.
Modern women, come on now.
Modern women have chosen they could do it without us, and guess what? We got a bunch of kids that can't read.
Woo! No, you didn't say it.
Me and Pop going in.
Uh-oh, no, he didn't say it.
On my mama.
Yep, you heard us.
On my hood.
You heard us.
I look like.
Me and Pop standing on business.
Lord. I look good. Touch my swag.
Hey, you see me? I'm with my Pop.
I wish you would. On my mama. On my.
Come on now.
Standing
Me and Pop finna stand on it.
on business. Together now. Standing on business. It's always.
Let's go.
These kids can't read. They can't decode. They have no vocabulary, no background knowledge. I've never seen anything like it. For context, for 8 years, I taught a self-contained program for significant language-based learning disabilities. Like, it was the most restrictive environment. It was the step before being sent to a specialized school. And my fifth graders with significant language-based learning disabilities could write better
What you say?
than non-disabled seventh graders.
What?
Now. They can't write a sentence.
What? Wait a minute. Did she just say her babies that she worked with that's got some special disabilities is on the same level as the children that ain't got none? Did she just say they can't put a sentence together? But I thought they didn't need men. Not our kids is dumb as hell. They can't even read. Don't worry about it. We're going to let the lady keep going.
Don't know what state they live in. They don't know what region of the country they're in. They have no background knowledge. Most of them don't know who the president is. They're coming to school with no background knowledge. They have very low skills. And yes, part of my job is to help them find those skills. And as a special education teacher, I'm obviously going to be working with students who require specialized instruction, but I'm not talking about specifically my students. I'm talking about students in the grade, period. And this was the case last year. They can't take notes. They can't even attend to a video. They can't even attend to a 3-minute video clip. I can play it. I can tell them what it's going to be about. I can summarize what the video did, and not a single one can tell me what the video was about.
No, y'all, can we talk about it? Can we please talk about it? Let's take a moment to discuss. Let's take a moment to debrief. Let's take a moment to unpack. So I'm not really understanding why they're not telling y'all. We all know that the world is behind, globally, because of the pandemic and stuff. But I don't understand why they're not stressing to y'all how bad it is. I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are... I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level. I don't care.
Okay, so now this is where, let me tell y'all something. Pop told me to watch my language. So I'm going to bleep myself. This what the bleep problem is when you got out here and said you didn't need us no more. I thought all of y'all was so smart. I thought we had all these degrees. I thought all you women just knew so much. Okay, so now that we got most of y'all running the households, now all the kids are dumb as hell, especially in the black community. If everybody's so smart and you got all these degrees, then tell me why the hell our babies can't read.
I'm going to tell you as soon as you get done.
I'm done.
Because you don't care.
Huh?
So all of y'all out there, you can say whatever you want to say. No, we're gonna keep this thing real. We're gonna be totally 100.
He said it out loud.
We're gonna be totally 100 because you don't care. Because see, the most important thing to you is you chasing a bag and you trying to prove your independence and you trying to prove that you are better than a man. And the kids are suffering big time.
Our kids is dumb as hell.
Because of the fact
of all races. Dumb as hell.
Because you don't care. You can go argue with your mama.
Hold on.
You
say it again. Not to interrupt you, Pop. Go ahead. You said go argue with your mama, but let's talk about it. What did we learn? We are at what percentage of the world of single parents? What is our percentage? You can go ahead and take over from there, son. We know they don't care. What you just said proved they don't care.
The problem is, see, y'all don't see, you can say what you want to say about, you can try to say what you want to say about men and that type of thing. But under your watch, it's being proven how bad you are under your watch.
They didn't hear you say that. Run that back for one more time, DJ.
Okay, so you need to realize under your watch.
Under your watch?
These numbers prove how bad you are under your watch.
Because you said you didn't need us to run these households.
Under your watch. You see how bad it is. So we got a bunch of kids on this one. So we got a bunch of kids that can't read. So here's what somebody needs to tell me. They can say what they want to say, like the lady said earlier about school. Okay? But hold on. Why are the parents not involved? So, sweetheart, since you all wanted to be single, since you wanted to do dolo, since you want to do it on your own, since you want to try to be better in the whole 9 yards, well, guess what? I got to come down your street. I got to knock on you. I ain't going to just knock on your door. I got to kick your door in.
Come on now.
Because you're proving how much you don't care about these young black men. You can say what you want to say. The girls too. But we're going to talk about young black men for a second. It proves how much you do not care about the babies.
If we at 20-some% as far as America go, a single parent households, it already lets you know you don't care. We got the numbers that say our babies are failing every level of life when they not coming from structured environments.
Absolutely.
So modern women, our babies can't read.
They can't read because of you.
Most
because of you don't care.
The teachers.
Don't say it. Go ahead and say it.
You feminists are now the teachers. So what they do is that they kick the kids out at a higher rate. All boys and then black boys are number one. So even if they do the same thing that a girl does, it don't matter the race of the male, he's kicked out the most and then the black boy is kicked out the highest. Our kids are failing at every aspect. We now have way less men in education than we had back then. And I'm telling you right now, we are behind. They don't even teach phonics no more. We gonna keep
look, I'm gonna say it real quick. And I'm gonna be totally transparent. If they can't read and they reading below the proficiency level,
come on now.
It's your fault. I ain't blaming the teachers. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I agree.
Everybody in this family can read.
Yeah.
You can call it what you want to call it. All my grandkids can read, and they all smart. They all smart and they all can read. Yeah. No. Why is that though? Because let's just see, they got two parents first and foremost.
That's facts.
To God be the glory. I'm telling y'all right now.
Two-parent households. We preach a whole lot of that on this channel.
I thank God for that.
Household.
Come and tell you right now. I thank God for that. Come tell you right now. See, there's no singles around here. We don't roll. We ain't rolling like that.
We ain't rolling dolo.
We ain't rolling dolo. We don't do that around here. But guess what? Everybody can read. Why? Why can they read? Because somebody care. You go argue with your mama.
You heard what he said.
How you flip it, turn it, swing it, swindle it. They still performing on a 4th grade level. Ain't nobody talking about how they just keep moving, passing them on. They just keep passing them on, 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 passing them on. I can put as many zeros in this grade book as I want to. They're gonna move that child to the 8th grade next year.
Not burned out until the 2nd semester. Okay? Usually. That's when I approach burnout. Because we get Thanksgiving, we get Christmas, we get all these things. I am burned out. It's September. It has not been a full month yet. Has it been a full? No, it's close to a full month, but it has not been a full month yet. So let me tell you, you know what I'm talking about if you're teaching right now. I saw another teacher from another school across the street from our school walking to her car this afternoon, and she looked like she could barely walk to her car. And I was like, we're almost to Thanksgiving, like, you know, trying to be friendly. And she was like, just unloaded on me. She's like, I've been teaching for 34 years. I've never had it this hard. What is wrong with these kids? Not in a bad way, but like, I don't know how to reach them. I feel like one lesson that used to take a day is taking a week now. The attention span, blah, blah.
And I teach at one of the more affluent schools. When I tell you that these babies cannot read, they cannot write, and they cannot comprehend, I'm not being funny. I'm being dead serious. It doesn't exist. I have kids constantly asking me, how do I spell window? How do I spell important? How do I spell though? And they be serious. They're dead serious. I could ask them, who's the main character of your story? The story of 4-paragraph story we just read. Can't tell you. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. It took us 4 weeks to get through how to answer a question in a complete sentence.
And basically, whenever I say kids can't read, they are reading at either a kindergarten or a 1st grade level. When it comes to spelling, I'm seeing a lot of children who can't even spell the word said, for, mother, father in the 4th or 5th grade, which makes me wonder what's going to happen when they're in middle school and high school.
The fact that I have 4th graders who cannot read independently at all is just like, one, what am I supposed to do? Because teachers are not miracle workers. If I'm required to teach 4th grade standards, the 4th grade standards do not include me teaching phonics. Now, I understand RTI, the MTSS process, and different safety nets like that, but doing that for 30 minutes a day is not going to solve the problem. So what is really the expectation? Are we just going to continue to fail the students and not teach them how to read? Like,
Well, damn.
Wow.
I got a few thoughts, and I'm going to tell you why I said we're going to start this off with where modern day feminism for me has failed our kids. My youngest son wouldn't be able to read a damn lick if we didn't work with him.
Hold on.
They don't teach him phonics no more.
Hold on,
But
say that again.
No. Right now, we got to work with him.
Say it again.
Right now, we don't work with him. He ain't gonna learn shit.
Okay, but what you doing though? You doing what?
Working with him. We ain't got no choice.
That was my point. Is what I'm talking about earlier. Go ahead on.
We ain't got no choice. D-boy, it wasn't until the oldest boys, the 2 youngest boys, because it wasn't like that for the older kids. They just started working, and I took them to fill out some of their paperwork, and when it got to the signature, I was like, why y'all doing it with like your initials or whatever, you know? Why it ain't like in cursive or whatever? And they looked at me and they was like, they don't teach us cursive no more, Dad. What?
No, they don't teach that no more.
I done got all these kids, they all in these grades, you know, back to back. So my older kids learn cursive, but you didn't teach my...
Nope. They don't teach it in school no more.
Okay, so now, thank God for me and you podcasting. I'm not going to lie. I want people to understand. Me and you being able to learn everything we done learn is going to do wonders for my youngest son. Because now I'm in a position as a parent I can speak for you. Right. Your 3rd or 4th grader, most of them won't learn how to read if you ain't teaching them at home as a parent.
That was my point.
If you are not working, your kid going to be dumb as hell. You better not be relying on this school. They not even teaching phonics no more.
That's right.
Another reason I blame it on this whole modern day feminism. We got to a point to where now we done moved all the men away from schools. We done moved them away from homes. America got the biggest deficit. Our kids are the dumbest. You can go argue with your mama if you don't like what I said.
You see what happens when you take men out of the equation? Now, you call it what you want to call it. I mean, the fact is just the fact.
And like you said, and the facts are the fact, the kids who come from two-parent households, they are doing better in every metric. Yes, academically, everything.
Yes, they are.
Everything. But because most of our schools now got a bunch of feminists trying to lead them, trying to talk, they spending so much time with their ideologies, they not teaching nothing.
That's right. That's right.
They spending so much time on this rah, 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 we hate men. All they have produced is now a world of a bunch of young, dumb kids. Because, hey, for most of the feminists and most of the women, y'all been at control of our education system for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 decades. Our kids are dumber than they ever were when we had more men teachers and more men professors. And we can't argue with that. The numbers say so. The numbers say we had more male teachers, more male principals, more male professors. We had smarter human beings in America. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Which also lets you know, you can say what you want to say. Y'all can go argue with your mama about what I'm getting ready to say, but it also lets you know what he just stated, that means that the schools are being ran better whenever you have that male figure that's running it, that's in charge. Now, y'all can go argue with your mama and try to point out the 1 or 2 instances where there may be something different. Then we'll be talking about. But for me, I'm going right back to what he was just saying a minute ago, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. Y'all know what that is once again. I'm going to say it again. Mamas, modern women, feminists, mamas, your kids
are failing.
And knows how I'm saying this.
And you're producing the worst products of society.
Your kids can't read because you don't care enough about them to make sure that they can. But what you will do is that you'll get around here trying to be acting like that you got a hot girl summer, and you'll get out here and you'll act like that you all that, how you look, I got my paper straight, look at my accomplishments, but your children
are dumb as a box of rocks.
Can't say it one more time.
But your children are dumb as a box of rocks and they can't read.
On your watch.
On your watch.
On your watch.
Hey, but you made sure you was in the club or you was somewhere and your hair and your nails and them long ass lashes and them damn weeds, but your son dumb as hell and your daughter can't read either.
And then just so y'all know, just in case y'all was wondering, yeah, we talking about the majority. When we talk about this part as well, we're going to talk about these young black men, as we talk about this, we're talking about the majority. Now, I'm going to hit y'all with a stat, and I'm going to shut up. And y'all, look, and y'all can go argue with your mama, but you can go look it up. One study shows 10%, another study shows 12%. And you know what that 10 and 12% is? That's the 10% and to 12% that by the 8th grade that they read at the required proficiency level or higher. So that means 88 to 90% can't freaking read. That's on y'all watch. Blame yourself for that.
But we bosses and this and that. Instead of nurturing and raising our kids.
You want to own?
Y'all heard what he said. You want to own businesses. You want to do all that. And Pop just told y'all that 90% of our damn kids can't read.
Can't read.
So when you looking at me and my community, you done had control over our community for the last 50 years. As far as the women go. Since Lyndon B. Johnson came in and passed the welfare. You ain't gonna keep telling me you know boss and your son can't spell boss. And I'm out on that damn note.
You don't care about him. I'm going to end it with that. Because if you did, then you would take the time out to make sure they could read.
And make sure you'd have him with a husband. Stop having babies out of wedlock. Marry before you carry. Our children do better. That's to all races and all modern women. This is just part one. Me and Pop got a whole bunch of other parts that we gonna break it down. But our babies can't read, and we done took men out of the equation, and we got numbers now that say, when less male teachers, less male professors, less male influence, our kids are dumber. Go argue with your mama if you don't like what we said. It's me and Pop. We over here on the couch. We over here on YouTube. Y'all come over here and check us out.